Let's talk about the NAR settlement. It's big news. It will be big news. It's been big news. And our world changed. August of 2024, we talked about changing the way we talked about compensation. You know, it hasn't really changed anything from what we were supposed to be doing, but it changed how some people were doing business. So what came forward is that it seems that the consumers, our clients, our customers, everybody, didn't understand who was paying what. And so one of the things that agents seem to have trouble understanding is, how are we going to get paid? And we got to show that we're doing something, that we give a service. And when we give that service, we negotiate with our clients. Okay, we've signed something with them, and it says, if I represent you as a buyer and you buy a property, then you're going to compensate me X amount. That's been the hiccup, because people say, I have several agents who have said to me, I don't like asking my clients to pay me. Well, you ask the listing agents, the listing agent asks the sellers to pay. Why is it so hard for the buyer's agents? They've gotten a mindset. So what the settlement actually did is makes us negotiate that with the buyer before we even start this process. Okay, so we go forward, and then the buyer's agents seem to think that the listing agent has to pay us. No, we can negotiate with our own clients, and then when we go to do the offer and the client says, I don't have money to pay you, okay, so here's how we're going to do this. We're going to put in the middle of our contract, asking the clients on the other side, the sellers on the other side, would you contribute X amount of money towards compensation if we bring you an offer that's good enough to satisfy your needs? Okay, so who's paying the compensation? It's actually the buyer's funds go to the seller, and the seller disperses. So it's coming from both sides. Let's make it so that we can negotiate this information. I think most of the problem with negotiating compensation falls back on the agents. We don't like to ask. Nobody should be working for free. Nobody should be working for less than what they really want. So let's work on this. Let's take a look at this. Let's try to make sure we understand where the money comes from, how it gets into the title company to pay out to everybody, and make sure that all parties understand who's getting paid what.